G'day folks, I hope you're well. It's been a while since I've posted on here on a video shoot, but as a consequence of some thoughts that I've had over the course of the weekend, I wanted to share some perspectives with you, and particularly I want to kind of share this with the men in the audience. So as most of you will be aware, last Friday was International Women's Day, and for me that was no different to any other one of these international days. It didn't kind of grab my attention that much. However, over the course of the weekend, two things have occurred. Firstly, I've seen a lot of posts from a lot of women who have shared some of the awful circumstances that they found themselves in, whether domestically or in a work setting or just generally in life. And some of the crap that they've actually been subjected to by men, ranging from, just the gentle kind of humiliation all the way through to obviously domestic violence. And that kind of got me thinking. And in particular, one of the things that occurred to me was about 3 weeks ago, I actually sat and had dinner with my 21-year-old daughter and her boyfriend, and I felt the need to sit with her and advise her as she was about to begin her career, her professional career. I felt the need to advise her about the fact that a time had come where she was likely to now start experiencing men around her who, for one reason or another, would feel that it was okay to do anything ranging from hitting on her, suggesting that they might want to go out on a date, through to something, much more than that, through to men in positions of power, quite possibly wanting to kind of exert their power on her, ranging from workplace bullying through to something much more sinister. And it just kind of really concerned me that, in hindsight, that I felt the need to actually sit with my daughter and advise her of this reality. And, I know most of you will say, oh, come on, I'm not that kind of guy. Yes, they exist, but I'm not that kind of guy. But I want to kind of make you think about something perhaps from a slightly different perspective. I'm 56 years of age. I've been in the workforce for, 30 or so odd years. And I would say I would not be able to count the number of times I have been sitting in a conversation with a male or a number of males where a female has walked by or a female has walked up, a member of the workforce, and there's just that little look, there's that long lingering look where somebody kind of looks at the woman or the young female a little longer than they necessarily need to, or there's the raising of the eyebrows, that kind of thing, and that sends signals left, right and centre about what is acceptable behaviour. So, I just really want to encourage those of us men who are saying that we're not a part of the problem to understand that there's a good chance that you are, just through subtle little things that you do that other people see around you. Whether they're your peers or whether they're your subordinates, they see you behaving in that way. And that little look that lingers a little longer, the raising of the eyebrows, the nudge, nudge, wink, wink kind of thing, they're all telling little signs. How many of us have seen a guy whose neck almost breaks as a female walks by and they're straining to kind of get as much of an eyeful as they possibly can? So look, this is a bit of a rant and a rave. Goodness only knows what kind of response I'm going to get to it, but in light of International Women's Day and me kind of just ignoring it in many respects, I really wanted to kind of put this call out to all men. It's time for us to change our behaviours. It's time for us to set a much better example to everybody around us, our own sons and our own employees. Cheers.